Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me for this segment, we have Andreas Katsouris. He is the head of strategic forecasting over at PredictIt, the stock market for politics. Andreas, it's great to see you again. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thank you, Jill. It's great to be back.
All right, and there's never a shortage of content to cover when we are speaking with PredictIt. Let's start with President Biden and where he is right now with his approval ratings, as the past couple of weeks, even the past month or two, arguably has been a lot for the administration, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. You think of summer as a sleepy time when not much is going on, but it certainly hasn't been that way. It's usually not that way in politics, but it hasn't been that way for the president at all in the last few weeks. We have COVID cases getting worse. We've got the issues in Afghanistan and the pictures we're all seeing on television, and so that's definitely weighing on the president's approval ratings. And we have markets on PredictIt.org to sort of predict the course of Biden's popularity, and definitely traders are putting pressure on those ratings and seeing the near future being a less popular one for the president as he's sort of bleeding some support. So that's certainly something the market's telling us.
And what about the infrastructure bill? That certainly does have some impact on the financial markets as we work through how it's going to be paid for, what sectors are going to benefit from it.
Right. Yeah. The drama the next couple of days, maybe today, is the vote in the House. So as you know, there's a controversy in the Democratic caucus, general support for passing kind of that large Democratic infrastructure bill, but some divisions on which should come first, that or the smaller $1 trillion bill that passed the Senate. So there's a procedural vote today. The question is whether Speaker Pelosi will be able to get that bill passed against the concerns or objections of the 9 members on the more conservative side of the caucus who've expressed reservations. Our markets are saying, probably. There's about a 25% chance that resolution won't pass. But then there's a question of whether those members are going to ultimately vote for the resolution along with their caucus members, or whether they're going to abstain. And this vote is sort of really up in the air as far as the markets are concerned.
And of course, we're looking at the 2022 midterms. It's really not that far off. Any insight into what predicted traders are thinking?
Yeah, it's never very far off, never more than 2 years away, and we're certainly getting into election season soon. And as I mentioned, the sort of troubles the administration is having are weighing on not only on the president's approval ratings over the next few weeks, but also the prospects for the party going into 2022. The markets have been predicting a Republican House, take back the House, for some time now, sort of 70% or so, and that's been trending up. And the Senate's a toss-up, but those numbers are gradually drifting in the Republican direction, probably in response to some of the news we're seeing. And if you look ahead to 2024, is a question of whether the president, is going to be even the nominee for the party again, under 50%. Lots of reasons to think that President Biden won't necessarily be running again, but that's a pretty low number, and it's a number that's been falling. So a lot of skepticism, at least amongst traders, about how, what the medium and longer term prospects for President Biden and the Democratic Party are in terms of, their electoral success.
All right, Andreas, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.